What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and it is deadline day. And let's be fair, from an Everton perspective, it looks like there's going to be a lot more outs than there are going to be ins. Let's talk about the outs. It looks, well, we already know Yannick Bolasie joined Middlesbrough about a week ago now. Big wages off the book, essentially. I think we're paying half of his wages, but essentially, look, that's good business. We've got a player that doesn't play off the wages, so I'll take that all day. Then obviously we move forward a little bit. Bernard, it looks like El Nasra are interested in signing him, and we sort of sat there and thought, well, how much is that going to be? Looks like it's about £5 to £6 million. But the positive is, it looks like it's 120 grand a week off the wage bill, which is huge. If you say that we've took 35 grand off the wage bill for Yannick as well, that's 155 grand in 2 deals off the wage bill. That's not including Perisic, Tosun, Kenny. These are players that are surplus to requirements at Everton. The only issue is Everton don't have the depth. So let's go into it a little bit more. Looks like Bernard is going to be joining a Dubai-based club, I believe, or Emirates-based club. It's a good move for him, to be honest, because he's not getting the game time that he wants at Everton, and he's not starting every game. And to be honest, even coming on as from the bench, I don't think he's been that good. Physically, I don't think the Premier League is for Bernard. That's Bernard's issue, in my opinion. I think physically he just can't cope. We will get into some of the comments in a minute, guys, as well, and get your thoughts on what I'm saying. So get them in, because I'm going to go through them. Cenk Tosun as well. Looks like he's joining Besiktas, or joined Besiktas. He's promoted everywhere, even before it was official. It's everywhere. So look, fair play to him. If he wants to go, he wants to go. He was another player that was a poor signing, awful signing. You know, he was a player that we were signed under Sam Allardyce. I expected him to go to West Brom. He obviously didn't. I don't never necessarily think they had the money or the wages or whatever. But Cenk Tosun's off to Besiktas, and hopefully he stays there. That's simple. But again, it's more money off. There's £225,000 off the wage bill like that. Let's talk about Perisic. Perisic has not been linked with anyone during this window, but I do not understand how nobody would take Perisic. I don't get it. You know, he's got 6 months left of his contract. He's played at a good level. You know, on his day, his passion, his grit. I used to love that from Perisic, and he just is nowhere near good enough. But I'm surprised the team at sort of the bottom of the Championship or the bottom of the Premier League aren't taking a punt on someone like Perisic. Don't get that. But whether he goes or not, we do not know. The big one for me is obviously who's incoming. And it looks like we were linked with Perisic this morning. Milan have been very quick to shut that down, which is disappointing because he's the sort of name, player, quality that I think Everton are going to need if we're going to push on and try and aim for Europe. Because let's be realistic, that Newcastle game was an absolute shocker, and we don't need any more of that. No more of that, thanks. So that would have been good. And then recently, literally 10 minutes ago, it comes out on TalkSport, which, believe what you want of TalkSport, that Everton have started talks with Bournemouth regarding Josh King. Now, this was a player that I've suspected we've been signing for years. Literally years. I thought we were going to sign him last summer. I thought we were going to sign him the summer before. And I expect us to probably sign him today. He's the one name that I always just think Everton are going to sign. And the same thing happened with Gareth Barry. I remember sitting there thinking in January, oh, he's not playing that much for Man City. Maybe Everton will go and sign him. And then in the summer they did. So I semi-think Josh King could happen. He's a player that can play on the left, can play on the right, can play through the middle, can play up front. He's a player that adds pace, quality. The stumbling block for Josh King is his attitude, from what I can tell. He's after 120 grand a week after being relegated from Bournemouth. And I'm not being funny. I don't think Everton will have their pants pulled down for anyone, especially not Josh King if he's going to walk in with that attitude like that. Anyway, let's get into the comments, guys. Get your questions in. EFC DZN, yes, lads. Yes, brother, how are you? Mark Anderson, hope this will happen. I'll be shocked if he comes. Must be a right back and a striker. I don't necessarily think we'll sign a right back today. I don't think we'll sign a right back because I think they've found that Holgate is more than capable of playing there. John Joe Kenny's going out and joining Celtic. Again, it's a good move for him, but I wanted a permanent deal. But at least Celtic can afford his wages. So again, we've probably saved £250,000 a week in wages, £1 million a month, and £12 million a year in January. I mean, that's fantastic. Gavin Cunningham, what an upgrade on Richie and Iwobi this would be. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Gemma Morrison, Mike and John, this would be a great signing. He's 200. Yeah, so I think Bernard's wages, him, be charged with him, Garner loan, and we will come on to Garner in a minute. But yes, Gemma Morrison picks up very similar positions to Richie and could give Richarlison a few games up top, try and get him smiling again. Rest for DCL when appropriate. Garner on loan would be a good deal. Easy N, the deal's off. Yep, as mentioned. And there's the statement. My husband is Croatian. Sava W64. My husband is Croatian. I always love Ivan Perisic. Hell be good sign if he comes out. Doesn't look like he's gonna. We're not even top 10. There's a lot of negativity in here, guys. Cal Blundell. Hi everyone. Hope everyone is well. Mazda 36 afternoon, everyone. Eugene McGeever. I think Everton was signing Josh King. That was at 12:30. That was 10 minutes ago. And that I could see happening. Charles Stevenson. Man United have offered Everton Daniel James on loan. Now, he's a player that obviously come from the Championship. He's incredibly quick. He's got a goal in him. I think he scored past Everton last season. He's a player that can certainly hurt teams. It's just that Premier League experience for me. Do we want someone without that Premier League experience? Let me know what your thoughts are in there. There's a lot of people shouting for people like Edin Dzeko. Again, striker that I'd take. Proven experience at top level. Cy Thompson obviously runs the Everton group. Make sure you go over to Facebook and find him. Cy, put the link in here and I will get it on the screen. What about Garner? Would you have him back? He has rejected the the skunks. Yeah, I would. I'd have Garner back. We don't know the fitness of Gabarmin yet. We don't know what he's going to be like when he comes back. We don't even know if when he comes back he'll be half the player that we signed when he was 25 million. And equally, we didn't really see that player because he only played twice. So for me, yeah, I would bring back Garner if it was financially viable to do so. Logan Elder, who do you think we need in the next window to make us top 4? Well, we need players that would get into top 4 teams. Those players are players like Jack Grealish. You know, and I know it's a very bold statement, and yes, Everton won't probably sign him, but that's the sort of players Everton have got to be aiming for. These players who are, you know, Wilfried Zaha, we've all said time and time again, oh yeah, he sucks, he doesn't do this. He's scored 9 goals this season already from a wing. You know, he's a player that could go into a top 4 side, but he's going to cost you a lot of money. So it's difficult. Everton probably need to still spend £200 million on buying players that could walk into top 4 teams, and it's not easy. It's not easy. The positive is we've got Carlo, that attraction, of course. Craig Howard, if we get Garner and let's say King, are we back in the top 4 race? No, I don't think we are for me, mate. I think the home form is a real issue. You know, losing to Leeds at home, losing to West Ham at home, and losing to Newcastle at home is not teams that are going to get you into the top 4. And, you know, people will say Spurs, for example, they've lost at home to Everton, they've lost at home to West Ham, or they've got a 3-3 draw with West Ham, they're losing to Brighton. The facts are this season is so inconsistent, but there's already a bit of a gap now. And yes, we've got 2 games in hand, but those games in hand are against a very decent Villa side and Manchester City. So I think we all sort of need to take a step back and just see how results go. Carlo said last week, if he wants his play, if you want to be in the Champions League, he pushed this on the players. If you want to be in the Champions League, we're going to know where you're going to be this week. Well, currently we're 8th or 7th, 8th, I think. So we need to step up again. But we need to stop winning at home against teams that we should be beating. We're setting up wrong, in my opinion. But again, who am I to question Carlo Ancelotti? I'm no one. But I think we need to just stick with the same back 4. Put Luca Dean at left midfield. Stick with Charlison and Calvert-Lewin up front. Go 4-4-2. That's what I personally think. You know, Holgate, Mina, Godfrey, Keane have done a good job as the 4 centre backs across the back. For me, I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that. Glyn Holman, who's at work here? Yeah, I'm off today. Saints FC vlogs, how are you today? I'm good, mate. Everton 1-2-3. Do we need a goalkeeper, mate? Look, I think it's very easy to say we need a goalkeeper, but we only bought Olsen in. So I don't know. We need someone. Another comment from Charles Stevenson. Bernard's off. Tosin gone. Various others have left. It would be gross negligence, can't fucking say that word, to leave the squad threadbare in terms of forwards. And there was a picture the other day of the bench. Now, bearing in mind, we've tended to play 2 goalkeepers on the bench, which you don't need. You know, we've had Virginia and we've had either Lossell or Olsen. We've always had 2. Why do you need 2 goalkeepers on the bench? Bring in one of the young lads and stick them on the bench. Rotate it. Give it to an under-23 once a week, once every game. Just let them have a spot on the bench. Get used to it, playing, you know, warming up with the first team, being at Goodison, being at a Premier League ground. That's my opinion. Just my opinion. Christopher Pace, be positive, guys. You've got a top-class manager. I'm sure that Everton will finish in the top 6 and still have a great chance at top 4. Yeah, we will see. Love that name. Automobile Monaco. We should save our money. We make the top 10, rebuild in the summer. Fair enough. Afternoon, Mike. Really wants to see a signing. I'd like to see 2. Young Majak could be a decent signing from Bordeaux. He could be. And do you know what's scary about that? Is that someone linked with him when he was at Sunderland a few years ago. And to think that he went from Sunderland for so cheap to them is scandalous. I think it was £4 million. Leo Owen, every Everton fan needs to relax. We have a brilliant manager who's more than capable of handling these situations. In Carlo, we trust. Absolutely. Mad Hatter James, make sure you go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's a fantastic musician. Go and follow him. Jesus Christ, there's lots of comments. John Kai, hi, big up, mate. Go and follow, go and subscribe to his channel. Andy Unsworth, sign Ollie. Jason Dewey, yeah, would be 7th. And in Europe, though, one of the big 6 winning the Carabao Cup, which I suspect will happen. So Europe will drop down to 7th. But for me, it's really important that Everton just sort of look at what they're doing and how they're going to strengthen the team. For me, we need to bring in a striker. We 100% need to bring in a striker. Although we say that playing Sigurdsson as a false 9 the other night worked. So this is what's difficult for me. Every single time I come up with something logical and I think that's not going to work, Carlo proves me wrong. But when he does something logical, like playing 2 left and right backs against Newcastle and pressing them, we lose 2-0. So I haven't got a clue at this point. I haven't got a clue. Tom Newton, 8 subs and 2 goalkeepers on the bench. We should have, and Small on there. We should try for Lau at Milan. No chance for Bailey or Sarr. It's just going to cost money. And that's the thing. How much money have Everton got to spend in January? Do we want to spend in January? I don't know. Paul Cape, Melbourne. What about Dzeko or Costa? For me, a lot of people are saying Costa's wrote off and Dzeko's 35 or whatever it is. And again, I get that. But for me, I'd sort of take one. I'd take one because of their experience. You know, if Diego Costa can go to Calvert-Lewin and say, look, be a bit more snide, you know, put a bit more of a foot in, you know, show defenders you're there a bit more. I want to see that. So I'd have no problem with that. Edin Dzeko, I think that man is the best header of the ball I've seen in the Premier League. Absolutely fantastic. Shout out to Mad Hatter James with a £5 donation. We need someone who can beat a man on the wings so we can attack on both flanks. We put too much on Iwobi, and that speaks for itself. We put too much on Iwobi. Here we go. We've got some massive news from John Maguire here. Breaking news. Everton make a £5 million bid to bring Messi and Ronaldo to the club. Imagine that, mate. Imagine that. Charles Stevenson. Josh King plays across the front, but his wage demands are crazy. As for 120k a week, and he's 29. No goals this season at championship level. Speaks for itself. Do you want to sign that sort of person? Why would Lau leave Milan? Again, great question. As Jimmy Graves said, used to say it's a funny old game. Absolutely. Everton now. How many players do you think we will sign today, Mark? I think we have to bring in at least one. who at least can play on the wing and up front. Chris Richards go and grab Tony from Brentford. Again, Ivor Tony knows where the goal is, can beat a man's quick. Yep, take that all day. Matt Smith being very optimistic there. Very optimistic on a January. Leon Bailey and Max Aarons for 60 million transforms our right-hand side the next 5. Imagine that. Imagine that. A lot of people saying about Costa in on loan. Again, as I've just said, I'd take him. Wasn't Dele Alli linked to Everton? He was, but I think he's going to go to PSG. Tashi Swift, EFC, 1878. Didn't watch any reaction after we lost to Newcastle. So pissed and annoyed with the team. Let's not even freaking go there. How you think our chances about us finishing top 4? I think there's 0. Camchino, we were linked with Mertens. Yeah, Mertens is a player that I'd take. I'd definitely take, but he signed a new deal. So there you go. Zaha, again, I'd take him, but Palace going to sell him now. And equally, we haven't been linked with him. I would have thought a move of Zaha's pedigree would have been, we would have heard about something, a bid would have gone in, it would have been rejected. We'd see it on either TalkSport, Sky Sports, one of these crap media channels. I would have thought we'd heard about it. Adam Smith, I want Michael Elise from Reading. He's an attacking midfielder. He's definitely the ball carrying midfielder we need. He's a player that reminds me so much of James Maddison. He's got real ability. I know the kid you're on about. He plays right in the middle of the park and he can carry. He's quick, he's strong. He's the sort of person that I'd be for. The problem is stepping up from the Championship, and that's my concern. Matt Smith, I didn't mean this window. Fair dues, mate. I'll let you off. Are the Gunner, AFC. Lingard would be decent for you guys. He's joined West Ham, and I don't know. I don't know whether I'm being a bit, on top of being all Everton biased, but I think we're better than Lingard personally. Toffee Top 0. I watched Leon Bailey a few weeks ago, and I did not see anything special. The thing is with Leon Bailey, in my opinion, he has that. He's like all wingers and attackers. I think they rely so much on confidence, and sometimes, if the left or the right back's having a great game, and you can't beat them, it knocks you for 6. It makes you feel physically sick, and we don't want that. We need to be signing players who have got that mental edge. But Leon Bailey, 9 times out of 10, I would say does that. I would say he does that. But there's lots of players. I mean, we were linked with Lozano. We've been linked. I mean, if you think about it, we've been linked with players like ball carrying midfielders like Aaron Ramsey and players like that. Now, again, how far do Everton want to push it in January? I just don't necessarily think they want to. I just don't necessarily think they want to push it that hard in January. Gabarmin, Allen and Delph all with the squad this week. Yeah, again. I've got concern. Look, I mean, we've got to give him time, but I just have concerns on Gabarmin for natural reasons. I just don't know whether we're going to get the player we signed for 25 million, because he was an absolute Rolls Royce in France. He really was a good player, so I don't know. But we'll see on Gabarmin. Delph, I really wish he'd have gone to Watford or someone. I would love it that if he left. Love it. But another donation in there from Mad Hatter James. £10 donation. To beat Leeds and win home games, we keep the back 4 and attack both. Yeah, exactly. I believe we can beat Leeds. I think Leeds are worse at home than they are away, so I'd be all up for that. What about Julian Draxler, Mike? He was linked to Arsenal with Ancelotti at the helm. Do you think he might be lured, or maybe this summer? Again, he's been off the pace for so long. It's difficult to say. We've got the missus popping in here. Best have done your jobs. I've just got in, love. Cheers. I have done my jobs. Thanks. And yes, you have tried to ring me, but I'm here. Callum Wilson, would put him on the bench every. Yeah, well, Callum Wilson was absolutely fantastic against us. Sam Goodall, I feel Leon would be good, but he can only play as a left-footed LB, not built as a right winger who can cut in on his left. Need direct. Please take Phil Jones. We will even pay you as part of the deal. Well, we might need subs, mate. So at this rate, why not? Sign Xhaka, top player. Yeah, Gunnar told me that, yeah. Charles Stevenson, Ancelotti will not let Everton throw in another Newcastle performance. He managed the best players in the world, seen everything and won everything. His experience is vital. Absolutely. Bang on. Bang on the money, that is. Tashi _ Swifty FC 1878. Mike, what you think of Almiron? He's always impressed me against us. Just doesn't score enough for me. Just doesn't score enough. That's what we need. We need goal scorers, because it's weird. At the start of the season, we looked like we could win. We could win like by like 5 or 6 goals. We were phenomenal at the start of the season, and now we don't look like scoring, and that's what concerns me. You know, we're going up against a Leeds side on Wednesday, and the match preview is later today, guys. So make sure you get over to that. We go against a Leeds side that, quite honestly, are just a lesser version of what we was at the start of the season. You know, they know where the goal is, they score goals, but even they've calmed down a little bit. It's going to be a difficult game against Leeds, and it's a game I expect Everton to go and win, genuinely. Everton can't handle sides with pace and decent movement. Leeds, 2 things we lack. The Leeds fixture is a real test and concern, to be honest, and that's fair enough. So was Leeds, so was Leicester away, because I think Leicester have got that pace as well. And we managed to put them to the sword. So I've got confidence that we're better away. Charles Stevenson, lovely wallpaper. Did the Mrs. Picky? Absolutely, she did. Yeah, absolutely. Stupid amount of money. I wouldn't have bought it. Would you take Depay in the summer since his contract has expired? I absolutely would. But I suspect that he will go to somebody else. Sean Keenan. Mike, who do you think we will sign this window? I think it'll be Josh King. I think he'll have to swallow a pill on his wages, but I think it'll be Josh King. Are the Gunner AFC? What about Sarr from Watford? Again, a player that I definitely take. I really like Sarr. But how much are Everton going to spend in the summer? Another no donation for Mad Hatter James. Stop. Leeds just beat Leicester 3-1, but our away record is second to none, in my opinion. Yeah, they beat Leicester at home 3-1. We beat them 2-0. We went to the same team they beat and beat them. You know, Leeds beat us at home. I suspect we can beat Leeds at their place. I really do. I'm really confident we will beat them. DCL over at Firmino. We need to bring in Ivan Toney, him and DCL up front. Why not? Buy Bamford. Yep, knows where the goal is. Louis CFC. I just watched Josh King versus Reading. He was awful. Missed 3 sitters. Yep. Natasha Lees. Who do you think Chelsea will sign this summer? This window. To be honest, I think it would be very interesting if you sign anyone, following how much you spent in the summer. However, I expect Tuchel would give a couple of names. I suspect it'll be someone from Germany. I just don't know how much money Chelsea will spend, considering they spent like 200 million in the summer. I think it's very difficult to do that, to be honest. I think it'd be very interesting to see if Chelsea sign anyone, because Tuchel should be happy with what he's got, really. He's got some top players at Chelsea, and maybe a centre-back, but again, you've left it very late. Very, very late. Would you captain DCL in the fantasy football this week? I've actually dropped him. I've actually took him out. So no, I wouldn't, mate. I've actually took him out. Jesus Christ. Sorry of the pronunciation. Struan Lundberg. We should get Odsonne Edouard from Celtic. Now, he's a good player. He's a good player, but can he adapt to the Premier League? The other one's Morelos, again, a player that I'd take. I like his fight, I like his attitude, but he does have too much attitude at times. Gets silly red cards, silly yellow cards. Don't know if I'm feeling that. Haven't we been linked with Zaha a lot? Not in this window. I would say. Mad Hatter James, would you take winning the FA Cup over top 4? Yeah. I want to see Everton win a trophy. I want to see Everton win a trophy. And, you know, if you think about it, it was 25 years ago ish that Everton won a trophy. You know, I was 3 years old. I want to see Everton win a trophy, because I don't remember that day. You know, my dad's seen us win League Cups, Cup Winners' Cups, not League Cups, sorry, League titles, He's seen us win FA Cups, big trophies, be a top team in Europe. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. My little boy hasn't seen that. I want to see that, and it's going to take time. I get that, but there's no reason we can't. Do you get what I mean? There's no reason we can't. A few comments here from people I've not seen before. Make sure you get subscribing. If you are new, we are literally 30 subs away from 8,000 subs. Please sub to the channel, share it out, get your friends to sub to it. I need 30 subs. That's it. We got Rose here. What are our scouts doing through? What are our scouts doing though, for real? No comment, Rose. No comment. Would you take Christian Eriksen? Well, I would, but again, that doesn't solve the problem. We need a winger or a striker. Camchino, Morelos is like Richie with the anger. I don't know. I'd say Morelos is probably worse. I'd rather Everton to win the FA Cup than Spurs, Man U, and Chelsea. Appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate that. I'm guessing you've come over from Gunnar's channel, or Turkish, or Deluded Gunnar. Thank you, bud. Blue Kelly, I was 14 when we last won something, middle-aged with 4 kids now. Exactly. It's the same as me. 28 years old, a child, never won a trophy. We get 8,000 subs this stream. I'll donate 50 quid. Right, guys, no, we don't want 8,000 subs. Leave it where it is. Leave it where it is. Leave it where it is. We've got 3 more live streams today. 3 more. We've got one a little bit later today, probably about 3 o'clock. We've got the match preview for Everton against Leeds at Ellen Road, whatever their stadium's for now, and we will be having one later. We'll also do a recap. We've got Across the Park podcast on tomorrow. We've got a lot of content coming up. We've obviously got the watch along for Leeds as well. Then we've got another match preview for the game on Sunday. There's just a lot. There's a lot of shit going on. There's plenty of time to sub. Buy the videos you'll get on YouTube if you want to see. Brilliant. Fantastic. If you want to see the champions, Everton now, £1.99 donation. Thank you, bud. Can't believe 8K is so close. Well in, Mike and John, absolutely smashing it. Adam Smith, I'm 15 and never seen Everton win a trophy. Let's hope we can win the FA Cup. Absolutely. Brandt on loan. He wants out by Leverkusen. Again, another player I'd take in a heartbeat. Christopher Pace, sorry, I can't even talk. Well done to you, Mike and John. Really appreciate that, my friend. Everton Luke, don't want Josh King. We need to aim higher than that. And look, I'm all for that. I'm absolutely all for it. The only issue we've got is we've left it so late. And equally, did we think we'd be in this position at the start of the season? 2 games in hand. We win them 2 games in hand. We go into the top 4. Did we really believe we would be in that position at the start of the season? I know I didn't. So, I don't know. I think it's shit or bust. That's what I would have loved to have seen this window, but I get why we can't. But I would have loved shit or bust. I would have loved us to lash money on players this window, but I know Brands isn't that stupid. Kovacic or Jorginho for Everton, if you had to choose. Oh, probably Kovacic, maybe. Yeah, probably Kovacic. Juan Colmenares. James Rodriguez can find space sleeping with you, Mike, in a single bed. I fucking doubt it, mate. I'm like a fucking ball. Eugene McGeever, I think deadline day will be quiet. I absolutely agree. FL Max Aaron's class player, Godfrey's mate, exactly. Ryan Pope, I've seen something about Mertens from Napoli, or is that a bit unrealistic? I think it's realistic. I think Mertens would join. The fact we've got Carlo Ancelotti as manager, we would have said maybe 2 years ago it was unrealistic, but we're here, we're now. Why not? The issue you've got is this guy signed a new deal in the summer. So why sign a new deal when you could have left for free? I don't know. He said he can get a loan fee, obviously. Can see someone like King going on all through today and somebody else along with him coming in late. Maybe. Garner, King, maybe. We will see. Don't want Perisic too old. Todd Cantwell from Norwich, another good shout, ball carrying midfielder, knows where the ball is. knows where the goal is. We will see. As a gunner, I would love to see Toffees and Villa win stuff. Appreciate that, bud. Two traditional clubs. Should have gone for Khedira. It doesn't solve the problems we've got at the minute, though, a deal. He doesn't. Diego Costa, again, as I said, I probably would take him at this point. I think we need another person. Mad Hatter James, another donation. Stop it. Mike, if you could take any player from the Champions League, who are you going for? Fucking hell, what a question that is. Oh. Do you know who I really like? I can never say his name. Uncamcho. I think he's phenomenal. He's a hell of a player. But I know he's not a player that we need in the position, but he's a hell of a player. Ty Thompson. People wanting Costa, I would prefer Starbucks. I think you've sent the link on my Facebook, which I can't get on here. So we'll do that for the next stream, I promise. I'll put it in the description as well, so after this stream. Blue Kelly, absolutely. Tell him. I've told him yesterday. Haaland. Yeah, he's up there. Yes, him. Yeah, 100%. I don't think we'll finish top four either, but why? But why are we not taking our chances more ruthless when it is there for the taking? Absolutely agree. Mike, who from our best 11 now won't be in the team at the start of next season? If I was a betting man, Richarlison. I just don't. There you go. Yeah, sorry. That one. Lewandowski would be my dream signing. Never going to happen, though. Well, yeah. I mean, that's that. Naz Rooney needs to get rid of people like Delph before we get the Drissa back. Have really realised how important sticking to the rules of Fiji, Chow, fair plays. Yeah. Keep up the good work, Mike and John. Great lads. Love your channel. Appreciate that. We left it late is a myth. Every sports team waits until deadline day for desperation to set in and get a bargain. Good shout. Fair enough. Using that reverse psychology. Doing a great job, Mike. I'm out walking with the dog, listening to the show. This is better than Sky Sports transfer show. You got this. You got this. Absolutely. We've got this. We've got it. Joe Mulhern. Why are people saying bring Costa on loan? On loan from where? He's a free agent. Yeah, we got to sign him. Lacazette potentially. Can't see Arsenal getting shot. Winksy, channel manager, does the clips for us. He's an absolute legend. Anything this channel needs, I know I can go to Winksy and he fixes it. Big up Winksy, respect you. Hope you're good, brother. Calvin Cunningham. I would sell Richie in a heartbeat. There you go. Bailey, do you wish we sold Richarlison? We could have bought in 3 top players. Do you know what? Based on his form right now, probably. But I love Richarlison. I absolutely love him. Like his work rate, his tracking back, but his attitude. I don't know what's going on at the minute. We can say smash a like, everyone. 200 plus watching. Let's get to 100 likes. Absolutely smash the likes. Smash the fucking likes. Have we 8,000 subscribers yet? That's my question. That's where I want to know. You know what? I'm making us hit 8K right now. Hold up. Oh, here we go. Decore, our most consistent player? Probably. Do you think it's possible we could see either Keane or Walcott return from their loans if we don't bring anyone in? I reckon no chance. I don't think Moise Keane will step back foot in the Premier League. I think he will sign for PSG. I think that's done. I'm surprised it hasn't happened this window, because just to get it out of the way. Because the more goals he scores, the more value he's going to add. And the other one, I think, I don't think Walcott's what we need. Why bring him back when he's not good enough? Liam Dawson, respect you, man. Love your channel. Who's the best United player from a United fan? I think technically it's Pogba. I think technically he's exceptional, but I think you've got to put him in there. De Gea has found some form as well. Maybe he's going to be up there. But yeah, for me, probably Pogba. Blue Cali on form with Charleston, loving, wouldn't sell. Current form, I'd sell him. But yeah, exactly what Blue Cali's just said. We see 20 subs away. Keep going, boys. Jesus Christ. Has to be Bruno at the minute. Yeah. But I do think, I really do think that when Bruno has an off game, Man United are nowhere. But so I think for genuine technical ability, I believe Pogba's the best. Yes, I do. But for the consistency, wearing your heart on your sleeve, I think it's Fernandes all day. I think it's Fernandes. Pado, we need a fucking player. We only have 2 strikers. Like, what the fuck? Bang on. Absolutely bang on. Jay Warbrick, can't see us signing anyone at all. Get your wallet out, Mashiri. We are going to finish mid-table. There you go. Mad Hatter James, 20 more than 50. No, Jesus Christ. William Rimmer, think our squad depth is going to be a big problem in the long run and we will be finishing closer to the bottom than the top. Well, it will hurt us. Hi, Mike. Great question. Would you give Marcel Brands a new contract? I think he's done a good job, to be fair, considering the state of the club. Let's go back. Let's do that. Last summer, not last summer, the summer before, we were linked with Zaha, Decore. We were linked with a centre half, like proper quality. We ended up bringing in Iwobi, and at the time, let's take Iwobi out of the equation for now. But he ended up signing an Arsenal player that had scored 10 goals in 4 years. Wasn't good enough, in my opinion, for a top 10 team. And I sat there and thought, yeah, I'm not feeling Brands at all. Like, I would have sacked him that summer because I thought he let Marco Silva down. I roll on 12 months and I sit there now and I see the job he did in the summer with a proper manager like Carlo Ancelotti who can attract these players. For me, I think he's done a tremendous job. You know, when you see the shit we signed with Steve Walsh for such big money and what they're going through now, you know, Tosin, 25 million, he's going on a free. Balassi, 28 million, gone on a free. It was such poor business. Klassen, 6 months later, was half what we paid for him. Wayne Rooney, £10 million, goes on a free. It's just not good enough. And he has had to come in, financially rebuild the team, pick better players for better positions, and he's not been able to go and do what Steve Walsh could do because financial fair play restricted him. He's done a great job. So for me, yeah, I'll renew his contract. And he's on the directors, so it's not like it's easy to get rid of him. Tony, Colin, we replaced Keane, and now Tyson gone. If TCL gets injured, we're going to be kicking ourselves for not addressing this. Absolutely, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me just get a bit of water. Let me just put you on a break a second. Oh, thanks, guys. Right, let's get back into the comments. Cam, STFU, we aren't getting Buena, Buendia. Mike, spot on about Brands. I just don't think we need Buendia. I rate him. Like, I rate him. I think he's a great footballer, but I don't think we need him. By tonight, we will have signed 3 players, 1 purchase, 2 loans. PS, dropping Pickford as he couldn't catch a card right now. He couldn't catch COVID right now. Brilliant. Branthwaite and Godfrey are 2 exceptional signings from Brands, and for around a total of 20 million is superb business. Absolutely. Nathan Hamlin, Leon Bailey, Isco, and Max Aarons. Imagine that for a January. Georgie Boy Costa makes the most sense. Another possible 8 to 10 goals for him for the rest of the season, along with having advantage 2 games in hand. Costa won't be at risk, and he has that competitive edge about him. Maybe. Cy Thompson, has John's little girl arrived yet? She arrives tomorrow, my friend. She arrives tomorrow through the sunroof. He won't be shite. There we go. Yeah, I completely agree that Pogba is the best technically player, but consistently Fernandes. However, when Martial and Rashford are in form, they're unstoppable, and Greenwood is brilliant as well. Absolutely. I'm sure I saw a comment here from Winksy. United are a lost man without Bruno. It's like a human without a heart. They will die. And when Bruno doesn't have a good game, United die. What a way of putting that. Bailey, has Xerxes been signed by anyone? Looks like he's joining Parma on a 4-year deal, I believe. Or on a loan with a view to a 4-year deal for 15 million euros. Bailey, Mike, do you think Iwobi could be one of our best players? He's only 24 and he's had a lot of experience. He just needs to be more consistent and better final product. What's your thoughts? Why not? Why not? He's come on so much this season. We all have this conversation about most improved players, and people are saying Yuri Mina, Michael Keane from last season. You've kind of got to put Iwobi into that conversation because he's. We all thought he was shite, And don't get me wrong, for the ceiling Everton want to get to, is he a Champions League player? I don't necessarily think so. But he's improved. He's improved. I am SpongeBob's 20 subs away. Come on, boys. Mike's putting hard work to pull content out. Let's do this for him. Thank you, guys. Paul Larson, I've got COVID. 5 days in need of a signing to cheer me up. Well, Paul, first of all, get well soon, mate. That's the most important thing. You don't need to be worrying about football at the minute. Heard we are linked with Perisic. Thoughts? I take him. It's been knocked back. Ethan or ETH Exon, would you sacrifice for signing no one this summer in order for us to bring in spend big in the summer? That's such a tough question because I think the season changes with fans in the stadiums. I don't know if Everton are as good as away from home as they are now, but equally, I think Everton are better at home than they are now if we have fans. That is such a difficult question to answer that. I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What are your thoughts in the comments? Donation here by P. ABFC. Would you sign Tammy Abraham as a number 9 in the summer? I'd definitely take Tammy Abraham. I'd definitely take him. I think he's got a lot about him and strong, quick, powerful, bit like Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Why not? He knows where the goal is. Blue Colour, Mad Hatter James. Can you find some transfers today? Get on the blower to Brands. Tell him about your lottery win. Brilliant. Georgie Boy, the Xerxes to Palmer sounds a bit cheesy, that deal. Brilliant. Nova's Elite, sell Richie and buy striker worthy. Mad Hatter James, yeah, Blue Cali, yeah, let me just get Kane and Son into Everton. Imagine. Hakan Isaac Sarak, Rooney will probably come back as a playing manager, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic will be the young, fresh 40-year-olds. You imagine. Hairy Trailer, 20 subs, guys. Yeah, it's not genuinely, guys. It's not a necessity. I think you lot are putting more pressure on it than I am. What are we up to in terms of subs? Let me have a look at the subs. Let me tell you where we are. We're on 7,983. We're 17 short at the minute, guys. Bailey, what's your thoughts on taking Wanga-chan? I don't know who that is. Adam Smith, yeah, St. Maximin would be class. Yeah, I'd take St. Maximin. Liam Dawson, best transfer either bought or sold from a Prem club in the last 5 years. I think the top 3 are Bruno, Salah, and Van Dijk. What does everyone else think? Well, Fernandes is definitely the best in January by a mile. I mean, he's completely turned Man United. Oh, fucking hell. You see, I get why people say Van Dijk. I do, because he is a quality player. But he also comes with a huge price tag. So I'm reserved on Van Dijk. And Salah, again, fantastic. But can you say that Van Persie from Man United after leaving Arsenal and winning the title at Man United, can you say that was a bad transfer? Can you not? I don't know. It's a difficult one for me. Neil Sanders, I say we call Moise Keane and get Leon Bailey. Why not? Keith Sam, 213 watching, 52 thumbs up. Yeah, get the thumbs up, guys. 102 likes. That's better. There you go. Thank you, guys. Adam Smith put Big Dunk up front. Elliot D, reckon we'll hold on to Moyes when he comes back. Apparently PSG don't want him anymore. So I'd be surprised if that was the case. Something must have changed if they don't. William Rimmer, Dwight McNeil from Burnley. Really like him. I think he's a very, very good player. Who do you think will sign for Everton? I mean, fucking hell. I mean, I really don't know. Jez Bish, Boise's, remember, I'm 34, so I remember when Newcastle signed. Yeah, Asprilla. He was a player, weren't he? Jason Drury, most salaries a weird one. He was more National League than he was at Chelsea, yeah. James Rodriguez on a free is the greatest signing in Premier League history. Well, it's certainly got to be up there. Ethan, hate to say, but I think Van Dijk is the best buy over the past few years. He's completely changed their defence and made him into serious title challengers. Fair enough. Sean Butler, I want to see Gabarmin back. Yeah. Adam Smith, McNeil is class. Also, Moise Keane is scoring goals in a Farmers League. We say that, but we also compare Mbappe against anyone else in that league, and no one would say Mbappe is not world class. So we always think it's a little bit unfair to say that about the French league because, you know, when we're looking at these players like Neymar, Mbappe, would you say they're world class? They're playing the Farmers League. I don't know. I don't know whether we can use that as an argument for me personally. Mad Hatter James, Chilwell maybe he's a solid winger. Chilwell's he's only just signed for Chelsea, and then equally, we've got Luca Dean. We've got Luca Dean, who is better in my opinion. Richard Spartfeld just subbed. Just smash the like button, retweeted it, and subscribed. There you go. Nathan Hamlin, with Big Dunk in the manager's box, I'm always upset that we lack passion in games like Newcastle. We should push enough. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that he had a proper word with him. Moise Keane was dropped by Poch. That's why people think he's not wanted, but that's just been a couple of games. Right, fair enough. Ian Dawson, laughing faces. Douglas Target, would you take Danny Ings? No, just because he's a red shirt. I'm not saying he's not a bad player. Like, he's a good player, but just his red shirt. Richarlison out in the summer. Bailey and Brandt in for the same money. Yeah. Phil Mason. If we even think of signing Salah, I'm done with Everton. He's a horrible man. Absolutely disgusting individual. There you go. Leighton Boyle. Wonka is one of the best young. Yes. He's there's a guy on YouTube called Zealand. He does a lot of Premier League Football Manager videos. Fantastic. One of the best. Reese's editor is an Everton fan, and he's mentioned Kerr quite a few times. So, yeah, I would take him. Opinions on Icardi? I mean, you'd take him, wouldn't you? I mean, you would take him. Getting into Carletto's head, which two players are on his mind? Probably Richarlison because he's doing his heading. And probably Dominic Calvert-Lewin because they're not scoring. Adam Smith, there you go. Oh, yeah. I'll see what you've done there. I'll see what you've done. Well done. You absolute fuckers. I thought that was the lad that Zealand was on about, and you've just absolutely nailed me, Liam. Well done, son. Absolutely well done. Fucking brilliant. Wonka. Absolutely great. What a fucking stitch up, Liam. Well done, son. Well done. Bravo, you fucker. Barack Abarak. Hi, guys. Hi, mate. Why do you think Richie's gone off the boil? To be honest, I think it's because he doesn't feel like he's golden boy anymore. That's what I think. Leighton Boyle, sorry lads. Yeah, brilliant. Cheers for that. Joe Spatcher, would you play Olsen or Pickford in goal against Leeds? Olsen all day. I thought that was a joke. Yeah, I've got absolutely done. Who's Quebec? I don't know who that is. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I can read. Well, could. Hi, mate. You okay? I was. I'm getting absolutely ripped. Richarlison's head's been turned. Yeah. Proper Radji there. That one, Mike. Oh, I've been stitched up. Richie's spoiled brat. Mad Hatter James. Richie doesn't play well when he doesn't get what he wants. There you go. Right, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I'm sure we're not far from hitting 8,000 subs, which is absolutely incredible. We are on 7,000. Yeah, so we're 17 short, guys, which is fantastic. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. You will see me again throughout the day, so bear with the channel. Guys, yeah, go and share this video with some of your friends. Yeah, we'll be back later. We've got match preview and we've got 2 other transfer videos. I'm also going on another channel later. I need to know more information about it, but I am going on the channel. I'll see you on another stream. See you soon. Have a good one. Keep safe.